Welcome aboard. Today, we are going to present marketing ethics in Sanofi pharmaceutical companies. Defining marketing ethics in Sanofi. The first one is adherence to international and national codes. Sanofi ensures compliant and ethical marketing by adhering to international rules and effective ethical pharmaceutical promotion legislation enforced nationally. This includes following codes such as the International Federation of Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Association (IFPMA), European Federation of Pharmaceutical Industries and Association (EFPIA), and Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America (PHRMA), as well as internal codes based on these international standards. Sanofi's commitment to compliance with these codes reflects its dedication to maintain high ethical standards and fostering trust and transparency in the industry. Next, provision of accurate and transparent information. Sanofi is committed to provide a quality information about its product, promoting their correct use among healthcare professionals and ensuring patient safety. The company designed communication about its product to be accurate, balanced, and not misleading, complying with leading practices on stakeholders' interaction. Sanofi also ensures that its promotional and scientific engagement activities are based on scientifically proven results and undergo an internal review process to ensure objectivity and fairness before use. And the last one, ethical interaction with healthcare professionals and patients. Sanofi engage in ethical communication and interaction with healthcare professionals and patients, providing precise, up-to-date, and objective scientific information. The company applies the strictest ethical standard on all scientific materials and activities, provides continuing professional education for sales representatives, and assess sales visit activities. Sanofi also ensures compliance with regulation on remote interaction with healthcare professionals, maintaining a responsible and ethical approach in its interaction. Moving on to the importance of ethical consideration in Sanofi's marketing. The first one is compliance with international and national codes. Sanofi's commitment to ethical marketing practice is crucial for ensuring compliance with international and national codes governing promotional activities in the pharmaceutical industry. By adhering to codes such as IFPMA, EFPIA, and PHRMA, Sanofi upholds high ethical standards and fosters trust and transparency in the industry. Next one is patient trust and reputation. Sanofi's ethical consideration in marketing are crucial for building and maintaining patient trust. They base their promotional and scientific engagement activities on scientifically proven results and prioritize accuracy, balance, and avoid misleading content in their promotional materials. Adhering to ethical standards helps Sanofi establish itself as a reliable and responsible healthcare provider and reinforces its commitment to building enduring trust within the pharmaceutical landscape.
Moving on to the drug promotion and advertising. Below are the promotion and advertising ethical dilemma in pharmaceutical company. The first one is informed decision making. Direct to consumer advertising, or so-called DTC advertising, can empower patients by providing information about available treatment options. It allows individuals to be more informed about their health conditions and potential treatments. Secondly, patient autonomy. DTC advertising can support patient autonomy by encouraging individuals to engage with their healthcare providers about their symptoms and treatment preferences. Third is safety concerns. Adverse effect or potential risk of medication may not be adequately communicated in advertisements. This can lead to incomplete or misleading information about the drug's safety profile. While direct to consumer advertising can provide valuable information to patients, it is essential to strike a balance between patient education and potential ethical concerns. Sanofi should adhere to ethical marketing practices and prioritize patient well being. This can ensure that the information provided is accurate, balanced, and transparent. Regulatory bodies play a crucial role in monitoring and enforcing standards to mitigate potential ethical pitfalls associated with direct to consumer advertising. Like other pharmaceutical businesses, Sanofi aims to strike a balance between the requirement for accurate and transparent information about promotion of its good. The business usually uses a number of tactics to strike this balance. As you can see on the slides, there are three main tools that Sanofi uses to balance the promotion of its product. The first one is regulatory compliance. Sanofi complies with all applicable regulatory requirements, including stringent guidelines for pharmaceutical advertising. This entails giving fair and accurate information about its products and making sure that promotional materials adhere to the local and laws and regulation. Secondly, is scientific communication. To provide precise and frank communication about its products, Sanofi frequently uses scientific communication. This could entail disseminating study findings, attending medical conferences, and working with other healthcare providers to guarantee accurate data for the public. Third is patient education initiative. Sanofi invests in patient education initiative to provide clear and transparent information about their health conditions, treatments options, and potential benefits and the risk of its product. This initiative aims to empower patients to make informed decisions and consult with their healthcare providers. There are six potential impacts on public health and consumer trust if a company fails to obey the rules and regulation when advertising a pharmaceutical product. The first one is misleading information. This will lead to consumer making health decisions based on inaccurate or incomplete information and potentially leading them to adverse health outcome. If the customer realize this, they will lose trust of the company as they discover that they have been exposed to misleading and false information. Second one is substantive claim. If a company makes exaggerated and unproven claims about the efficacy and safety of its product, it could lead to inappropriate usage and reliance of those products. Third is concealing risk and side effects. If a company fails to disclose potential risk or side effects associated with the pharmaceutical product, they can jeopardize the public health. Concealing risk erode trust. Customers expect transparency, especially when it comes to matter of health. Next one is exploitative market practices. Unethical marketing practices such as targeting vulnerable population or promoting off-label uses of medication can have serious health implication for individuals. Exploitative practices can severely damage trust. Consumers expect companies to prioritize their well-being over profit. Next is regulatory actions. Regulatory bodies may take action on the company that violate advertising ethics. Once the regulatory action signals serious ethical lapses, customer may question the integrity of the company and its commitment to ethical business practices. And the last one is public perception and reputation. Negative, negative publicity arising from unethical advertising can create public skepticism about the pharmaceutical products in general, potentially discouraging people from seeking necessary medical interventions. A tarnished reputation can take years to rebuild. Customers are likely to become skeptical and not only about specific products but also about the company's overall commitment to the ethical conduct. These are the ethical theories that can relate to the ethical conduct of pharmaceutical product advertising. Next, we're going to dive into clinical trials and research ethics. The ethical consideration in designing, conducting, and reporting clinical trials. The first one is synthesis and application of ethical principle. Sanofi gives the concepts of beneficence, fairness, and autonomy to top priority while creating clinical trials. Sanofi's method of gaining informed permission clearly demonstrate how the ethical precepts from the Belmont report such as respect for persons are being applied. Second one is depth of analysis and exploration. Sanofi places a strong emphasis on trial design that strikes a balance between participant safety and scientific integrity. To make sure that the trial design follow international ethical standards, an examination of Sanofi's ethical review procedure is part of the exploration process. These are how Sanofi handle the conflicts of interest in their company. They start by employing moral principles like fairness and openness to settle disagreement among research team members. They also using moral values such as justice and conduct when managing and revealing the disputes among research team. These are responsibility for safety and well-being of trial participant at Sanofi. Throughout the trial lifespan, Sanofi prioritized participant safety and well-being, demonstrating a commitment to non-maleficence. They also apply the moral precepts such as justice by making sure of that everyone has equal access to the advantages and safeguards of involvement. In the end, Sanofi's approach to clinical trials and research ethics is characterized by a thorough application of ethical frameworks and theories, a thorough studies of optical, and a thorough integration of ethical principles. This guarantees a dedication to participant care, openness, and ethical behavior during the whole research process. And these are the related theories on Sanofi's clinical trial and research processes.
Next one is access to medicine and pricing. Discovering ethical dilemma in Sanofi's pricing. The first one is balancing patient access, affordability, and research investment. Sanofi faced a dilemma in balancing between providing affordable healthcare solution and the financial requirement for ongoing innovation and drug development. And the second one is transparency in pricing and access principles. The dilemma revolved around the need for openness in pricing action while considering the complex factors involved in determining the affordability of medicines, including clinical value, economic factors, and the uniqueness of each product. Moving on to Sanofi's pricing strategy, the first one is consideration of affordability criteria and systematic evaluation. Sanofi's pricing strategies involve the systematic consideration of affordability criteria by evaluating country-specific indicators such as GDP per capita, public health spending, and individual contribution to healthcare expenditure. The next one is balancing patient affordability and research investment. Sanofi's access and pricing principles emphasize a clear rationale for pricing at the launch of new medicines or vaccines, incorporating affordability criteria into the decision-making process while maintaining a responsible approach to pricing that ensures ongoing innovation through sustainable R&D investment. Here are the initiatives taken by Sanofi to address global health disparities. The first one is commitment to patient access and affordability. Sanofi has implemented a series of initiatives guided by its global access and pricing principles, showcasing a steadfast dedication to addressing global health disparities. The company actively works to enhance patient access and affordability, emphasizing its role in contributing to improve healthcare sustainability globally. And the second one is investment fund. Sanofi supports startup and innovators who can deliver scalable, sustainable healthcare solution in underserved regions. The Impact Investment Fund provide inclusive financing and technical assistance to small business. This is one way they leverage global, regional, and local investment to support transition to universal health coverage. The related ethical theories are utilitarian theory and justice theory. For example, for utilitarianism, Sanofi's dilemma can be analyzed through utilitarianism, where the ethical action is one that maximizes overall well-being. In this context, Sanofi faced the challenge of optimizing access and affordability for patients while ensuring the sustainability of R&D investment to develop new and innovative treatments that benefit society in the long run. For justice theory, in the context of justice ethics, Sanofi's commitment to transparency aligns with the principle of distributive justice. Distributive justice emphasizes fairness in the distribution of goods and benefits in society. Sanofi's focus on providing a clear rationale for pricing aims to ensure that the distribution of essential medicine is done fairly and equitably. Sanofi seek to avoid unjust practices that could lead to inequitable access to essential medicine. Next is regulatory compliance and industry standards. Role of regulatory bodies. Regulatory bodies play a crucial role in ensuring ethical marketing practices by establishing and enforcing standards that guide businesses. They create a framework through laws, regulation, and industry codes, aligning marketing activities with societal values. Monitoring practices, regulatory bodies address unethical behavior to maintain a fair marketplace, with a focus on consumer protection against deceptive practices and false advertising. They also safeguard consumer privacy through rules and data collection, promoting fair competition, ensuring transparency, and implementing ethical review process are integral parts of their role. Enforcement mechanism, including fines, hold business accountable, discouraging unethical practices. Moving on to the industry standards and codes of conduct governing pharmaceutical marketing. Pharmaceutical marketing is guided by industry standards and codes of conduct that aim to maintain integrity and transparency. Organizations like the International Federation of Pharmaceutical Manufacturers and Association (IFPMA) provide guidelines for responsible pharmaceutical marketing. These standards include promoting accurate information, avoiding deceptive practices, and respecting the autonomy of healthcare professionals. Adherence to these codes of conduct is critical for building trust with stakeholders and ensuring ethical marketing behavior.
These are the example of company adhering to or violating these standards. For the example of adherence, Sanofi compliance effort. Sanofi has implemented robust compliance programs to align with the regulatory requirements and the industry standards. The company emphasizes transparency and its interactions between healthcare professionals and disclose financial relationship to ensure that marketing materials provide accurate and balanced information. Second one, ethical marketing practices by Johnson& and Johnson. Johnson& and Johnson has been recognized for its commitment to ethical marketing practices. The company has stringent compliance programs in place, and it focuses on providing comprehensive and accurate information about its product and promote patient safety and well-being. For the example for violations, Pfizer settlements for marketing violations. Pfizer has faced legal actions and settlements related to marketing violation in the past. The company was accused of promoting off-label uses of its drugs and making misleading claims. This highlights the consequences of not adhering to ethical marketing practices. Next is GSK's fines for unethical practices. GlaxoSmithKline, or GSK, faced substantial fines for unethical marketing practices, including promoting certain drugs for unapproved uses and withholding safety information such cases underscore the importance of ethical conduct in pharmaceutical marketing. In conclusion, regulatory bodies play a vital role in ensuring ethical marketing practices within the pharmaceutical industry. Adherence to industry standards and code of conduct is essential for maintaining trust and credibility. Companies like Sanofi, when committed to compliance and ethical behavior, serve as a positive example in the industry. Conversely, instances of violation by companies like Pfizer and GSK underscore the repercussion of unethical marketing practices and emphasizing the need for strict adherence to regulatory and industry guidelines. And in the slides, as you can see, there are three related ethical theories that can relate to the industries to the regulatory compliance and industry standards in the pharmaceutical company. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. This videos is prepared by our group, Muhammad AMIERUL, SHAZWAN bin SARUDIN, TAAVANESH, AKBAR, and LUQMAN HAKEEM. Hope you enjoy our video and thank you. Till next time.